For the first time, I have decided I want to trace a pattern because it's a pattern I use often, and the sizing runs from extra, extra small to extra, extra large. And while I typically cut a medium, I want to preserve the rest of the sizes. So here's what I've done. I took a roll of paper and had around the house. You don't need to have a brown paper roll. It can be white. It can be any color where a marking will show up. I just happen to have this. So I'm laying that flat on my mat. And then I'm going to show you one of the tools that I really love. This is Saral paper. This is the red stuff and it is wax free. It comes in sheets. This is what the sheet looks like. These are reusable. Obviously, if there's areas that you've used, the marking is not going to be as strong. But the goal is with the Saral paper that you lie it down flat with the dark red side down, and then you can put the pattern piece on top of that. What I have left to trace is actually something I need to tape up, but it is the upper part of a Caftan Simplicity S8, 9, 11, and this is 7, which is the back part of model C and D, which are the bottom two. I have this brown paper here. I'm going to take some of this Saral paper, dark red side down. I want to trace the medium size. Again, I want to keep the XX small to XX large part. I am going to line up the medium area against the edge so that it's one less thing to cut. You can clip this pin, put some kind of weight on it because you're going to want the pattern to stick to the Saral paper, and you want the Saral paper right on top of the brown paper roll. And actually, it might not be right along the edge. Anything that you have that will put pressure on the Saral paper will be helpful because watch this. Putting a little pressure here, I'm going to lift this up and you see a nice red line right here. It reminds you of maybe something you did in elementary school in art class. It's easy and it'll be really helpful. I'm going to put some pressure here. And let me just show you how this is turning out. Like this. So when I'm done going around the arm area, I'm going to take a scissor, not my good sewing scissors, and I'm going to be cutting out my pattern piece. You can see where I've put some of these marks, a notch. I'm going to take this and roll it out. There's a lot of life left in it. And I cut the pattern out. What I end up having here is part of the sleeve that I'm going to attach to the rest of 7, which is the back. In fact, I'm going to label this now. I'll have this for future reference. We have a marking here, and we have a notch and a marking over here. And now we have ourselves part of the medium-sized pattern, and I didn't have to cut up any of the pattern. I've labeled this 7M for medium. I've got my notches. I've got this sleeve part. I'm going to attach this to the body because my paper roll wasn't big enough to do the body and the arm together with the dolman arm, but I've easily traced this using the Saral paper and a little bit of pressure.